Hey, what's up, y'all? Originally I was just gonna upload this video and kind of let it speak for itself, but I figured I'd go ahead and add some commentary to kind of explain what's going on here. So essentially this is my first attempt at a solo Ragnarok boss fight. I did the beta one. I'm using 18 Rexes, a Yut, and a Daedon. And as you probably saw, I set the Daedon to passively heal so that you know, once the Rexes get low on health or lose any health, it'll activate and start healing them up. So this is super important for like taking down the dragon and surviving that part of the fight. So we'll teleport in here in a second. So essentially you want to get to your Yut as fast as possible and try to get out of the Rex mess. Sometimes you're lucky and it'll spawn on the outside, but as you can see here, I'm having a little bit of trouble dealing with it. A couple things you can do is, what I end up doing here is you just whistle neutral and they'll start attacking whatever's attacking them and kind of run out of the way. You can also press it's either period or comma and they'll run to your target. And so that's what I did there and got them off me finally. J whistle, get them to follow you. Make sure they're on passive at this point so they don't get distracted. You want to make sure you take out the dragon first, because the fire breath will really wreak havoc on your dinos. I think it takes about five breaths, you know, 5 burn debuffs on a dino to actually kill it, even with the saddle. And regardless of the health. So really want to take out the dragon fast. So right now I'm just waiting for it to land, and as soon as it lands you want to whistle attack my target, which I can't remember if it's period or comma. It's the one that makes the red arrow. So then I'm on the Yut, so I'm giving buffs to the dinos. The Daedon, you can see it's healing already, which is awesome. Because with a little bit of heals from the Daedon, you can actually survive 5 breaths completely before your dinos all keel over. So you want to turning the dragon can be helpful too if you can manage that, so that it's not breathing fire on the same group of dragons or the same group of Rexes. Okay, so the dragon is out. Now luckily the manticore was sitting right there, so I was able to whistle onto that one and get some damage going on it. At 75% HP, the manticore will spawn 5 rock elementals in the arena, and it's super important that you get those out of the way, because if any Rex gets trapped between all 5 of those, I mean, it's essentially doomed. And here you can see I get stuck on the dragon carcass. It's super glitchy. So you gotta usually get off your dino and have it follow you to get unstuck. And I think I end up doing that here in a second. And there you go, yeah, popped right out. So I'm getting my Rex team back together, trying to stay away from the dragon body because the Rexes will get hung up on that as well. So Manticore's in a good spot, whistled attack, and here in a second all the rock elementals will pop up. And my strategy for this is to get pretty much all the dinos, you know, to the corner of the arena, and then I come back with a Rex and I lure the 5 rock elementals to the opposite corner of the arena. There's a cliff I use, and so they'll try to like attack the Rex standing up on the cliff, but they won't actually be able to hit it if you do it correctly. It's important to use a Rex and not a Yut or a Daedon, because the rock elementals will preferentially target the Rexes. So if you take a Daedon off to the edge and leave it there, the rock elementals will come right back to you because they're going to go after the Rexes. So here you can see I ditched the Yut, and all the Rexes were still following the Yut, so they're getting to the corner. And then I unwhistle one Rex to take with me. Ideally you want this one to have high HP in case your trapping of the rock elementals doesn't work properly. So right now you just kind of let those dinos be over in the corner. You want to make sure to get all the rock golems herded up together. This cliff off to my left here is where I try to perch on, and the rock elementals can't actually get up it or throw rocks over it. You do want to make sure to get them more closer to the world border than I did here. You'll notice later in the video some of them actually were able to creep around the corner and get up there and start smashing on my Rex. However, I think that Rex has like 25k HP. Which is pretty high for the ones I'll use for the boss fights. Generally, I pump more damage, and so it can survive for a while, getting beat on. So I run back over to my Yut, get my Rex team, and take them to the middle of the arena now that the rock elementals are out of the equation. And from this point, it's pretty straightforward. Solo, you wait for the Manticore to land, you whistle attack it, you buff your Rexes, and you hope it stays down long enough to actually die. The Manticore is known to bug. There's been a couple of times I've been in this arena with my tribe, and it will just refuse to land for the duration of the time. You can see I got over 30 minutes left here. And it's totally possible for it to not land enough for me to do enough damage to it to actually kill it. So at that point is when you actually would need a tribe with like assault rifles to just shoot it out of the sky. And obviously that would be impossible. Just one man, you couldn't carry enough bullets. So it's a little bit of a gamble when you come in here alone, especially if one of your important dinos doesn't port in. And I know that sometimes players won't port in. I'm not sure how that works when you're the only player standing in the circle. So there's definitely a risk involved with solo rag fights. I definitely would not attempt this on hard, mainly because of just the insane amounts of torpor the hard Manticore inflicts on everything. You really need a tribe to take care of hard. So as you can see, there you go. Boss is dead. Got 200 element out of this. Took me 10 minutes. So hope this is helpful. Y'all have a good one.